Welcome to ECNTRADE Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me. Well, yesterday the Australian dollar hardly showed any reaction after the RBA ended its monthly policy meeting by holding interest rates at a record low of 0.25%. As widely expected, the RBA kept interest rates on hold after Governor Philip Lowe said the board had decided to maintain the current policy sitting, including the targets of the cash rate and the 25 base point yield on the 3-year Australian bond, government bonds that is. Looking at the technical outlay though, is that we're still expecting from a pattern that's coming through here that the MACD is nearly married up with the RSI as it is negative, and a break beneath the zero axis should reinforce the downside and look towards 64.05 and eventually down towards 63.40.50. A break beneath 63.40.50 will give me the objective to the next target, which is around 62 cents. Any advances should still continue to fail towards 64.55, with a present cap seen at 64.70.80. The euro slipped further overnight and now taking out the level of 108.75 has reinstated the downside target of 107.35. I do feel from a technical point we are breaking down, and with the US rallying further to an intraday high of 99.88 to the axis, should see further risk of a bearish euro. There's still much data to come out this week, starting with the unemployment claims, which is viewed for a forecast around 3 million. And then with that, we got Friday's event, which is the US non-farm payrolls and wage growth figures. Last month, employees shed 701,000 jobs in March, and now expecting to see a jump of 21 million. This would see the unemployment rate rise from 4.4% to 16% in April. So keep an eye on this factor, that the market has broken the level of 108.75, so therefore the bears should look towards its bottom side of the range, either from 106.35.50 or to 107.35 to 55. The dollar yen is still grinding lower. The call still holds towards 105.40. Although it's a little bit of a slow move as we are just gradually dropping, I still feel that eventually we should reach its target. The reason behind that is that the RSI is still married up to the MACD, and we can see here that the trend has come back to the ADX to support my bearish case. The pound didn't make any significant moves overnight and presently holds above the trigger level of 124.10. I do believe that the market will eventually take this level out, given the fact that the RSI is broken down and also the MACD is still presently pressuring this zero axis. And if we see a break and the marriage together, should conclude the view towards 122.70.80 to 121.60.90. Until we get the break though of 124.10, I am neutral to my view. I'm just waiting for opportunity, and that would come from the break of 124 figure. Dollar CAD still slightly weaker, but in light of the oil rallying to 20% last night, I'm surprised the market isn't weaker, but I'm still holding the bearish view, and I do anticipate a break of 140.30 would reinstate the downside towards this region of 138.5. Let's reassess from there. Gold didn't stage any significant moves overnight, but from a technical point, you can still see we are quite somewhat negative. Until we get a break above the level of 1,715, I'm still holding my bear view to either to 1,670 or down to 1,640. And wrapping up with oil, well, the cheers came from the bulls overnight as the 6-day oil rally has eventually reached its target of $26 a barrel. This seeing a rally of 20% after reaching highs around 27 this morning, that is, of 27.30. I'm neutral for the moment. I'd like to see how this market plays because it has rallied for 6 days without any pullback. So let's see if the market does find support around $22.40.80 with the base seen at $18. One thing to say though, although my target was at 26, we still presently in this pattern here could see a move towards $31 figure 50. But let's see how it plays in the next 24 hours. Well, that's a wrap for today. Thank you very much for joining me. And as always, look out for the intraday report. I hope you enjoy the great start to this new day.